COVID-19. Why it's important to listen to what doctors and government officials are saying. A mistake. Imagine the you've just come home from one of the best vacations you ever had. You come home and the day after you start feeling a bit under the weather. You feel as if you are on the same end of a cold. Now it's the next day and yep, you are 100% sure that you have either a cold or the flu. It's already a week after you started feeling sick and you are bedridden and you can't leave your room. However, now there's a weird feeling in your chest and it feels like a 40-grown adult is sitting down and questioning it, and no matter how much you try, you're not getting up. The next thing you know, you're in a hospital bed, surrounded by doctors and nurses, not sure what's happening. Meanwhile, the feeling of not being able to breathe is getting worse and worse. You start having many thoughts run through your head, wondering if any of your loved ones are also sick and struggling to breathe. Finally, you wonder just how you got sick, if you're going to die, when everything starts to fade into darkness. What is the coronavirus? The novel coronavirus is a member of the flu virus family. There are different kinds and some cause disease. A recently discovered strain of the virus, SARS-CoV-2, has caused a worldwide pandemic of a respiratory illness called COVID-19. Coronavirus is said to have emerged from the city of Wuhan in China around December 2019. As of now, researchers know that the new coronavirus is spread through droplets released into the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes. These droplets do not travel more than a few feet and they fall to the ground or other surfaces in a few seconds. This is why social and physical distancing is effective in preventing the spread. What is the coronavirus part 2? The symptoms of the coronavirus can vary, and some scientists are still not sure of all the possible symptoms that may indicate that a person is infected. With the information collected by organizations similar to the Center for Disease Control and the World Health Organization, there are symptoms that are connected to the coronavirus. These range from fevers to diarrhea. If most, if not all, the symptoms appear 2 days or up to 2 weeks after initial exposure. The most common symptoms are fatigue, cough, shortness of breath, and sore throat. COVID in the United States. The first reported cases of COVID-19 in the United States began in January. The state of Washington was the first to report 2 patients who were hospitalized from the coronavirus. However, the pandemic and outbreak of the virus in the United States did not begin until February, and by mid-March, all 50 states, the District of Columbia, New York City, and all 4 U.S. territories had all reported cases. One of the first deaths contributed to the coronavirus was on February 29 in Washington State. However, new reports have recently declared of an earlier death on February 9th in California that was connected to the virus. COVID in the Valley. The first 2 cases of COVID-19 were reported on March 20th. The cases were confirmed by the San Diego Public Health Department. The two were a married couple who contracted the disease while traveling in Florida. The first death was reported in April. An elderly man with underlying problems, and according to the Imperial County Public Health Department, there are currently 1,153 active cases and 2,961 recovered cases. A total of 19,163 patients were tested, but there are a total of 43 deaths reported as well. Why you need to stay home. The main point of this speech is to persuade those who are not following the stay-at-home orders and who are not wearing any face coverings or masks. If you need any official who is pushing for everyone to stay at home and stop quarantine, then look no further than Dr. Anthony Fauci. Since the early days of the pandemic, Dr. Fauci has talked about how he believes the government should create a federal mandate in order to keep people in their homes in order to stop the spread of the virus. Human life versus the economy. A new debate has arisen among politicians as health officials continue to speak about self-quarantine and staying at home. Because of this, a lot of people have left or were fired from their job, and as a result, there is a massive rise in unemployment rates and has affected and plunged the economy. So, the debate is whether or not the government should try to reopen the economy during this epidemic, or if they should wait until the pandemic either dies out or a vaccine is found and then reopen the economy. Personal opinion. I believe that it's necessary to stay home during the outbreak of any major type of infectious disease unless it is absolutely imperative that you must leave for whatever reason. I believe this because I have somewhat of an understanding of how a virus works. I understand the basics of a virus because I took a biology class in high school and found learning about viruses very interesting. So, when I hear the majority of people are not taking the stay-at-home order and or not taking the outbreak seriously, they are putting other people at risk. When it comes to human life versus the economy, I believe that such beliefs that put money before a human is morally bankrupt anymore. Closing. So, in conclusion, I believe that everyone must stay home and self-quarantine in order to help decrease the death rates that will result from being infected with the coronavirus. I truly think that in order to decrease the impact of the virus and to help get the world back to what it was before, we must listen to what the experts say and not only self quarantine, but also cooperate with them in order to help create a vaccine. That means no other town travel unless absolutely necessary, and the use of facial coverings must increase in the public in order to get through these difficult times and to prevent not only others from being affected, but also from bringing it to our home and infecting our loved ones, sentencing them to a truly painful death. These are my sources. The end.
Ooh, where'd my mouse go?